Hello, true art believers, and welcome to tonight's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and you are watching 500 Days of Drawing. And today, or tonight, more specifically, is day 435. And we're going to be doing some grid drawings for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to be chatting it up. I don't know what I'm going to chat about, but we're going to be chatting up and then after 30 minutes, we're going to call it a night, Easy peasy, man. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. So before I begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a lot, and it is very backtrack. It's greatly appreciated. So let's begin, shall we? So, I hope. Oops. All right, I gotta do a few things. I got to do here. I gotta adjust my chair. It's like sinking in on me. And yeah, Saturday, man. Saturday is a day. That's for sure. It's one of those days. I don't really even. I wouldn't. If it wasn't for like a job, I wouldn't even pay attention to like days. I really wouldn't. I would not pay attention to days at all because I don't like. It's just weird to me. Like I don't know. Like I just don't pay attention to days the way that normal people pay. Like because a weekend's not a weekend to me. Because for me a weekend's like a day that I have to go to work. So like I don't really think of of days the same way as other people think of days, because I just think of it as like a day, and my goal is to make the day as wonderful as it can be, I guess, and to be as effective with my time as I can be, And there's good days and bad days. Like today was an okay day. I had a really good time. I visited a friend, brought my kid, and my kid and their kids. They played and they did the whole kid thing. And I did some eBay stuff. Wasn't too productive on my eBay front. Like there is a lot to be said about there's a lot to be said about winning your morning. When you are killing it in the morning, like your mornings are on point, the rest of the day just like falls in place like dominoes. And quite honestly, my morning was not what I anticipated. I've been trying to get back into a more regimented morning routine, and I'm about 50% effective at executing it. And usually I'm more effective at like doing it on days that I'm not working, or the day a day that I'm not working, because I'm able to go to bed a little bit earlier. I'm able to go to bed a little bit earlier. What am I able to do? I'm able to do something, that's for sure. Able to go to bed earlier, and because I go to bed earlier, I'm able to wake up the time that I want to wake up, and I don't hit the snooze button. One of my worst habits I have, as far as morning routines is involved, is I am notorious. I'm like a notorious snooze button slammer. Like I'll hit that snooze button for hours. I won't hit it for twice. I won't hit it once. I'll hit it for hours. I'll just keep going until it literally. I wake up when I'll just keep hitting the snooze button until like hours and hours later. I don't stop. I don't even care. Like it's so bad. It is so bad. Yeah, it's just so bad. Like I have a hard time breaking it. That's like the one habit that I've struggled to break free from. Um, and I don't know. Like I guess I just gotta kind of like when I wake up, what I need to do is I might need to like um almost probably need to go somewhere else, like separate myself from the environment that I'm waking up in, so I won't fall asleep again. You know, like I probably need to do something like that, and I don't know. It might be like an extreme position I might need to do to seize that morning and really capture it. Um, because I do believe if you're able to really dial in your mornings, like really dial it in, you'll be much better off. I think it's it's um, it's struggling. It's a struggle to really dial in your mornings, and it's going to take what I do. Oh, I moved my It's going to take some effort on my behalf to really dial in my mornings. By the way, welcome. I hope you're doing well this Saturday, and thank you for stopping by. Um, I'm just talking about how my mornings are a mess, and I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, I struggle to get my mornings in place, and it's not for lack of trying. Um, it's just I'm about 50% on point, and partially because it's you got to wait. Here's my morning. This is how my morning's supposed to play out. My morning's supposed to play out as I wake up at 4. I go downstairs. I start the coffee, and while the coffee machine is kind of like running, I'm supposed to kind of like not daydream, but I'm supposed to kind of close my eyes and think about how my day is supposed to go. Or at least that's how I imagine it. I'm supposed to think about how my day is supposed to go. When the coffee is done, after I think about my day. Like what I mean by like think about my days, I kind of like go through it play by play. Like, okay, I'm gonna go do this at this time, and at this time I'm gonna do this, and then at noon I'm gonna have lunch, and then after that I'm gonna do this, and then at this time it's work or I gotta pick up someone, yada yada yada. So I'm literally like replaying my day for in my head. I'm kind of imagining, I'm dreaming, I'm playing out the day, and I'm like having like a dream visioning. I'm like vision dreaming or whatever. There's a name for it, but so that's what I'm doing. I'm playing out my day in my head, and that's my goal. And then after that, the coffee is done. The goal is I'll have a cup of coffee, I'll have one cup of coffee, and then I'll go downstairs, I'll lift, and then I'll go upstairs. And that's when I plan my day or do a little bit of calendar work where I plan the week, plan the day, the next day, and kind of think about what I need to accomplish for the week. Do a little bit of journaling where I'm supposed to like just kind of like write out my dreams, write out like some goals, and just to kind of think about stuff, write out things that I'm doing wrong. Sometimes it can be a little bit redundant, but sometimes there's a kernel of truth that comes from it, and then after that I do a lot of filing of paperwork, because I have a lot of like, believe it or not, when you're an adult, you just get like, if you're like me and you're OCD, you just like file any type of paperwork that you think might be used for taxes or something. I don't know, just like bills, and I file a lot of bills and paperwork. So I spend about 10 minutes doing that, and I haven't been doing that lately, which is why I have a huge pile of it. So I do that, and then that's when after that, here's something funny. I'm trying to learn how to do cursive. I was talking about how I've never learned cursive. one of my goals for the year is to learn cursive. So on like some scrap paper, I look up how to write a letter, and I kind of write that letter for on that scrap piece of paper, and then I throw that scrap piece of paper away, and that's what I do. And then after that, I go on my eBay account and I do my eBay stuff, and I draft a bunch of items, and that's supposed to be my morning. Like, that is supposed to be a very successful morning. Usually, though, lately it's been like, I will wake up at 4. Actually, the alarm will start ringing at 4 a.m. in the morning. Then what will happen? What I'll proceed to do is I'll hit the snooze button once, and then I'll proceed to hit the snooze button twice, and then sometimes I'll make the logical decision in my sleepy brain. I'll make this decision to I'll make the decision to, what would you call it? I'll make the decision to just turn off the alarm and go straight to sleep, and then I'll just sleep till about 7:30 when everyone else is waking up, and that's my day. That's my morning, and that's what I've been doing lately. Is I've been hitting the snooze button and waking up at 7, and all that stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, that all that stuff I had planned for that early morning ends up being done, getting started around 10 o'clock, because I have to drop people off. I have to make breakfast for kids, a little kid, right? I have to make breakfast and all that kind of stuff, and so everything, what I normally would do, what would normally be done by 7:30, I start at 10 o'clock, 11. So I'm like massively behind on everything on my schedule. Like, and I hate this. That sounds so like terrible. Like, oh, why you keep the schedule so tight? Like, well, because if I don't, I'll be super relaxed with everything. I'll be super relaxed with my schedule, and it's just a way for me to kind of, I don't know. I just feel like kind of safe doing it, right? There's like a little safety net in having a schedule, because the reason why is because you don't have to question what you're going to be doing next throughout the day. You know exactly what you're going to be doing. Oh, I got to do this, and knowing what you have to do is like half the battle. Instead of having to like guess about what you're going to be doing later on during the day, or having to guess what you're going to be doing that day, what you're going to be doing, and knowing what you're going to do is going to be very, very beneficial. I think though, like, another thing with me is I'm really weak. My what would you call it? Even though I'm really good at scheduling stuff for myself, I'm very bad at scheduling things with other people. I'm really bad at that. Like, awful at it, actually. Like, I really suck at it. And, I think a lot of people aren't that good anyways, but like, for someone who, like me, who's pretty decent at maintaining not a strong schedule, but at least maintaining some sort of this coherent schedule. When I mess up, like when I'm not really able to schedule to incorporate others into my plans. I guess the reason why is because I can't like in my mind's eye visualize it. I can't visualize that other person in my plans. Not that I'm not trying. I just, like, they're their own person, right? And they have their own motivations for the day, and I have my own motivations for the day, and so that's why I kind of struggle. I really struggle seeing how I can incorporate other people into my day to day, and I really do. It's terrible. Like I know it's a flaw of mine. But you know what? Everyone has flaws, okay? Everyone has flaws. And knowing what they are a little bit is like half the battle, I guess. You know, I have tons of flaws. I super flawed individual. I just make mistakes left and right? And what you want to be wary of is like people that come off who portray themselves as not having any problems or any flaws. You know, they're so confident. You know, I think confidence is a good thing. I don't know if any. I think people need it. I think there needs to be more humbleness to some people. Like, people don't really want to admit that they're wrong. You know, and I'm included. I don't want to admit that I'm wrong. It's hard, man, because it's like you're pointing something out. You know, you're pointing out a flaw in your character. It's you're pointing out a character flaw, and it's rough, man. So like, you know, one of my flaws is I'm hard to schedule with other people because my schedule is always so tight knit, and it's hard to put people into my schedule because I don't have really like blocks of time available without sacrificing work or having to personally ask off of work. You know, I literally will have to ask off of work to do things with friends and family sometimes. I don't have chunks of like time availability because the time that people are usually free are usually in the evenings, and I work in the evenings, and so it's usually never works, you know, because my schedule isn't free in the evenings like most of the population, not most of the population, but like a lot of the population, a lot of your friends and family, they're all free in the evening. You know, a lot of them don't have like a shift at night, you know, and yeah, having a shift at night really bogs down the scheduling. Also, having a job that you work on the weekend, you know, because the majority of Americans, a lot of Americans have a typical 9 to 5, you know, Monday through Friday, or at least it feels like it to me. At least I feels like I have a lot of like friends and family that are, you know, that have that have a typical, you know, American like schedule. You know, they're all my friends and family. They're always like, especially my friends. Like, I literally have to ask off if I want to see them. If I want to hang out with my friends, I'm like, I have to ask off like a month ahead, and I feel bad. I was like, I just want to be able to spend time with see a friend, you know, that, and like go out with them and catch up really, because it's hard. I'd like to get to the point. I'd like to maybe make it. What I could do is I could technically do like a catch coffee. I probably could catch coffee with some of my friends. You know, maybe go out to coffee before they go to work. You know, have a like an hour before they go to work. But I don't think a lot of my friends get up like a lot earlier than they go to work. You know, I'm up way before I have to go to work, obviously, because I work in the evening. I'm up at 4 a.m., you know, and yeah, so maybe I could schedule some sort of like coffee, you know, come over, we stop by a Starbucks or something, you catch a coffee with your friend and then like up with them. I don't know. I really don't know what would be a solution for that. But I'm sure there's some. I could be better about that. I could be better about in my own personal relationship. I really do. I got to think about it. It's just like my days are so hectic, you know, so hectic. It can be very challenging. This is challenging right here. Oh wow. So I think these are okay. I might just go ahead and move forward on this a little bit, kind of add like a. So I think today is there's an event called the Wall Ball in St. Louis. I used to do that years ago. I used to participate in this charity event called the Wall Ball, and I don't do that anymore. And I don't do that anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Like it used to be a big thing for me, but I guess they stopped inviting me to this show or this event, and yeah, I just don't do it anymore. All right, I think this is good. What a day. I'm almost done. I got about 8 more minutes of like playing around with the grid, playing around with the grid, and then we're just gonna go ahead and so look at this. This is not bad. It looks pretty similar. Some areas obviously they're not perfect, and I'm not really going for perfect. Like right here, this is off by a lot. Like I would have to bring this down here and then maybe move this a little bit lower. And it's more of like a soften this up a little bit. But yeah, it's not that bad. They're similar, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like them to be close in appearance. That's what I'm looking for essentially. Nothing groundbreaking. Yeah, so they're looking pretty good. If we zoom out, I really like that. And welcome. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's Saturday night, man. Saturday night. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think after this live stream, I might sit down and have a beer. I don't know. Maybe not. Might just go to bed. Might just go to bed. I don't know. We'll see. Typically, though, if I stay up, it's going to be up for a couple hours. I don't know if I like that. I'm just super tired. I actually anticipated this is what I wanted to do. Oh, so stupid. This is a stupid thing. I'm like always overreaching because I missed my workout this morning. I was like, you know what? I can work out after work. I'll do my live and then I'll go work out. And I'm like thinking to myself, I don't want to go work out at almost 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to go downstairs and work out at 11 o'clock at night. I've done it before, and I don't like it. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It's not that working out's entertaining to me, but like I don't want to do it. I just feel like I don't know. I don't want to do it, and yeah, I don't want to do it, and it just doesn't appeal to me. So I think what I'll do is I'll do it in the morning. I'll just like take a cold shower, wake myself up, and do it in the morning, and hopefully it'll be for the best. But yeah, I was gonna work out after all of this, but it's so stupid. Like it's a dumb idea to like. I don't know. Like there's people that do that. They work out late at night, but I heard. I don't know if this is true. This could be fake, but I read or heard something that if you work out, you want to make sure you work out a couple hours before you actually go to bed. Because if you work out, what it does is it kind of excites you. It puts you in like a fight or flight mode, and there is some like levels of some either, I don't know if you, I don't believe it's adrenaline. I don't know if that's the case. I think there's like some sort of like chemical that you're producing while you work out that's going to make it harder for you to actually fall asleep. So uh, I don't want it to make it harder for me to fall asleep. I want to make it easier. So I try to avoid working out late at night. Um, you know, then again, I'm actually quite. There's some people I know that work out and then they're able to fall asleep like no problem. I'm weird, man. Like I could wake up every day at 4 a.m. for 10 years and it still not be a habit formed. And if I were left to my own devices or my own like life without having to do that after 10 years of waking up at 4 a.m., I could still seriously go back and just completely start going, flip the script and go stay up till 2 a.m. in the morning and wake up at like 10 a.m., you know, really quickly. I know some people that have been waking up early all like for 5, 10 years now, for a long time. They wake up early they've been waking up early for a long time, and no matter what they do, if they want to sleep in, they can't. They always wake up at the same time or wake up close to the same time. They cannot, no matter how hard they try, no matter how tired they are, no matter how hard they try, they always wake up relatively at the same time. And they're like, like, it's like a habit now. It's just like ingrained in my DNA, right? Like, and I can't do that. I cannot pass that. I can't get through that. I've tried it. Like I've woken up at 4 a.m. for a year straight when I was getting ready for an art show. And once the art show was over, I just slept in, man. I slept in. I went hardcore into sleep pain. I was so tired. I felt like I was trying to catch up for a year's worth of not sleeping. But it's just like with everything with myself. Like it's hard for me to learn new things. It's hard for me to like acquire new habits that are beneficial for myself. You know, I'm old habits die hard. I don't even think I have old habits. I just like have a circadian rhythm that I'm trying to fight against. You know, like I just think that I by default wake up at around 8 o'clock in the morning, no matter what. Like I will, if I go to bed at 2 a.m., if I go to bed at 9 o'clock in the 9 a.m., 9 p.m. I mean, I will wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. No matter what time, go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 8. You know, go to bed at 10 p.m. The day before, wake up at 8. Like I'm just like, that's like, I think that's just my circadian rhythm. I don't even think it's not like a habit or like a sleep habit. It's just like how I wake up. It's my body saying you gotta wake up at 8. But no matter what I do, I have to. My lifestyle doesn't allow for me to go to bed or wake up at 8. I got other things I have to do, you know, and I think that's what, like with a lot of people. I think a lot of us have our circadian rhythm that we're used to, and that we're a lot of us have a circadian rhythm that we're used to, and I'm trying to figure out a way to phrase this, and by their own life, like the not life choices, but like by the demand, because of the demands of their job, they have to wake up at a certain time or go to bed at a certain time, and it goes against like their own like genetic makeup, right? So for me, I feel like I wake up at 8 o'clock regardless of what time I go to bed the day before or how late I stay up. Anyways, I think this is it for the day. I'm making progress, making pretty good progress. This is slow. This is how it is. Like doing these grid drawings are just incredibly slow, you know. and I'm not too upset about it, but I've learned to accept it by now. Anyways, let's flip it around real quick, kind of do a little flippy flip. So yeah, not bad, and it's a slow process. I can't wait to actually get this area done so I can start working on this stuff. The hair needs to be dealt with so much, like it looks like weird. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Right, and you take care. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and cheers. Oh, whoops. I'm still on? I must have hit the wrong button. Take care, everyone.